am vengeance.
What is Batman's motivation? What drives him? Is he more driven protecting the innocent so other people don't have to go through what he's been through? Or is he motivated by vengeance, revenge on criminals, and punishing the guilty? Which one is it? Welcome to the 4 a.m. Club. Today we're going to be talking about...
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
Dang, that always makes the warm blood pumping. Woo! Anyways, the inspiration for today's video is actually Batman Caped Crusader, the new Amazon Prime series that just came out. This is not a Batman Caped Crusader review, just more something that inspired this video while watching Batman Caped Crusader. However, there will be spoilers for certain episodes, so beware, and I'm sure you've already seen it though. Okay, so in one of the episodes, Firefly's, for some reason he's called Firebug, whatever. He gets loose, or he's let loose by the police, and he starts making, his name's Firefly, Firebug, so he's going to make some fires. So he starts making some trouble, right? And Batman goes in to stop him. While being chased by the police and looking for Firebug, Firefly, whatever you want to call him, he actually just tells a family what to do to save themselves instead of making sure that they're safe. And obviously, I'm not saying he did the right thing or the wrong thing in this situation. However, what I am saying, this made me think, what is this Batman's motivation? Is this Batman's motivation to protect the innocent? Or is it to punish the guilty, punish the criminals, punish the type of criminals that made him an orphan and took his parents from him? In one of the episodes, Batman punches this guy that makes a joke about his mother's jewelry set in a museum, and he has court-ordered therapy. And this takes us through some flashbacks, actually, of how young Bruce Wayne deals with his parents' loss. And in a very interesting scene, he goes into Alfred's room in the middle of the night and says, "They're all going to pay, and you're going to help me." And so that makes me think his motivation is punishing criminals, right? And I would show you the clip, but somehow I can't find it anywhere. So anyways, so that makes me think that this Batman in Batman Caped Crusader is motivated by that. But let's open it up a little bit more. Just the character in general, meaning the bulk of Batman adaptations. Is Batman motivated by helping and protecting the innocent so others don't need to go through what he went through? Or is Batman motivated simply by punishing the criminals of the world, more specifically Gotham City, and that's how he copes with his loss? Before I give my opinion on the topic, let's turn to some evidence. Now, the first clip actually comes from what I consider the best Batman source. I believe the comics and Batman the Animated Series are neck and neck for the best source material of Batman, but maybe that's just my biased opinion. So this first clip comes from one of my favorite episodes of Batman the Animated Series with Dr. Hugo Strange. Take a look.
Your childhood, yes?
I don't have much to say about my childhood.
Is there some past tragedy you do not wish to acknowledge? Perhaps the loss of your parents? Were they taken from you by violence?
What happened to my parents is no secret.
But no one knows that you feel it was your fault, yes?
I was only a child. There was nothing I could do.
But you wanted to do something. You were filled with anger. You desired what? A need filled you. All-consuming, all-controlling. What was it, Mr. Wayne? What was it?
I wanted...
Yes?
revenge!
Clip right there is very damning evidence that Batman fights to punish criminals. But if that's not good enough, here's another one.
I'll take that necklace you're wearing, lady.
Leave her alone.
Thomas! I swear, by the spirits of my parents, to avenge their deaths by spending the rest of my life warring on all criminals.
I mean, come on. So that clip actually came from Batman the Brave and the Bold, and I watched that when I was a kid, just like Batman the Animated Series. And, I mean, he just said it right there. He avenged their deaths by punishing criminals. This next clip comes from the most recent Batman movie, and possibly the best.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
I could, oh my gosh, I could watch the first 15 minutes of the Batman 2022. Like, I've watched it a million times. It is so good. It gets me so hyped every time.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
So the reason why I show all these clips is because these are clear evidence that Batman has this obviously anger, right? And vengeance, and he wants to make criminals or bad people similar to the man who took everything from him to pay, right? I mean, word for word, he said things like that. But a lot of people that are not real Batman fans would just think that's the end of the story, end of the video. See you next time. However, people who love Batman and love the character, know about the character, know that there's more to it. Batman actually is one of the most compassionate heroes out there. Here's what I mean. Some evidence that Batman fights to protect the innocent and to protect others from the life that he has had.
You knew the truth.
I did.
I shouldn't be surprised, since you indoctrinated Robin into crime fighting at the ripe old age of 9.
Robin needed to help bring the men who murdered his family to justice.
So he could turn out like you?
So that he wouldn't.
That clip does show Batman has some self-awareness. And if you know Nightwing, or Robin, Dick Grayson, who later turns into Nightwing, he doesn't end up like Batman. He's a lot happier than Batman is. Some of these other clips will definitely tug at your heartstrings, especially if you're a Batman fan. So let's get to it.
With a little more hard work, you should be ready to re-enter society for good.
Yay. There's one thing I gotta know. Why'd you stay with me all day, risking your butt for someone who's never given you anything but trouble?
I know what it's like to try and rebuild a life. I had a bad day too, once.
Nice guys like you shouldn't have bad days.
Isn't that so sweet? He got her that silly dress that she wanted. Anyways, this next clip is probably the best example that most people use, or their gold standard for Batman's compassion, from Justice League Unlimited.
Everyone with her.
I'll do it, Shayera. I'm the only one of us Ace knows. She might let me get close enough to use it.
Do you understand what you're agreeing to? The only way to stop Ace for certain is to kill her.
Batman,
Ace.
did you like playing with my new Royal Flush gang?
Can't say that I did.
Yeah, they aren't any fun at all. I gave them their powers and they still hardly ever play with me.
Can't imagine why.
When I was little, Cadmus used to make me play all kinds of games, but they weren't any fun either. They'd strap me into their machines and poke wires into my brain. Ace, can you move this object with your mind? Yeah, I can move it. They weren't really games, you know. They were training me turning me into a weapon for justice, they said. They got their weapon. I got cheated out of my childhood.
I know what that's like.
You do, don't you? You don't have to answer. I read your mind. That's how I knew you weren't going to use Mrs. Waller's weapon on me.
No, I wasn't.
You were going to try and talk me into fixing what I've changed. Before I die.
Yes.
I'm dying very soon.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Could you stay with me? I'm scared.
He sat with her until her time came.
Behind all the stern and batarangs and everything, it's a man with compassion, a character who is complex.
We really gotta go, man.
My God. I'm gonna go pay my respects. Will you wait for me? I wanna continue this. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, Chief.
And wants and truly wants to help others. So that takes us back. Which is Batman's motivation? Is he motivated by punishing criminals or helping others, saving the innocent? It's my opinion. And it's best summed up by the end of the Batman 2022, the monologue.
I'm starting to see now. I have had an effect here. But not the one I intended. Vengeance won't change the past. Mine or anyone else's. I have to become more. People need hope. To know someone's out there for them. The city's angry. Scarred. Like me. Our scars can destroy us. Even after the physical wounds have healed. But if we survive them, they can transform us. They can give us the power to endure and the strength to fight.
As a fan of DC, Marvel, comics, movies, things of that nature, the best parts, obviously there's the action, there's story. The best parts is diving deeper into the character. How the character feels, why the character does what they do. Their motivation behind everything. That's what makes a good hero. That's what makes a good villain. So here's my opinion on it. Is Batman motivated by punishing the guilty or protecting the innocent? However, when Batman started his career, in most adaptations, it is for vengeance, punishing the type of criminals that took his parents' life. However, as he evolves and learns, he begins to have compassion for those that he's protecting, and he has a better purpose. Interestingly enough, I think that is one of the reasons why Robin is so important in the Batman legacy story. Batman becomes so brutal with punishing criminals, and it's in most adaptations that Robin actually is the one that grounds him into having a better perspective on things and to fight for what you love, not fight what you hate. And yes, I just quoted that from Star Wars. In an episode of Batman the Animated Series, and most adaptations where he adopts Dick Grayson, the Robin that becomes Nightwing, it's seeing history repeat itself with Dick Grayson losing his parents by a criminal that really helps Batman learn that it's more powerful to protect the innocent than to punish the guilty.
So here's the part where you tell me off.
I'm proud of you, Dick.
Are you feeling okay?
This is the end. This is the last time we meet.
Don't talk like that. All right, this won't stop you. Nothing stops you.
Keep Bloodhaven safe. Promise me.
It's okay, Bruce. I get it. You just don't want me hanging around, stealing the limelight.
Dick.
I won't let you down.
This is just one of the many reasons why Batman is the greatest hero, greatest fictional character of all time. Also why Batman and Robin are the greatest duo ever created. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, you probably should like and subscribe. Stay tuned. My next video is, should the Batman, Matt Reeves, and Robert Pattinson movie universe have a Robin in it?